The stage is just ahead, and like all performers waiting to go on, they are never sure what's going to happen out there.
I'm just gonna really try my best, I really am, and then I'll know how good I really could be.
When it comes to Canyon Country, California's Vanessa Atler, good is oftentimes replaced by great. She is strong and does things with a flair that others can't do. But in major competitions, there remains a problem that makes her as uneven as the bars themselves.
I just have to remind myself to control what I'm doing and not get too energized or out of control.
Bart Connor and Bella Caroli both saw that special spark in Jennie Thompson. And if the gymnastic gods were fair, she would have been right there with Atlanta's Magnificent Seven. But she had more surgeries than victories. Then a breakthrough at this year's American Cup when she claimed top spot and rejoiced with her coach at what might finally be happening for her.
I tell myself to be confident and to just kind of like show them what you can do, show them what you've trained.
Morgan White is the new poker face on the scene, and that reveals little except a star ready to shine. This summer, she celebrated her 16th birthday by taking gold in the Pan Am Games. And that something special makes her someone who could be peaking just right.
I proved myself last year, and a lot of people didn't think I had it, and I proved them wrong.
KRISTEN Maloney's talking about this day a year ago when she became national champion, with a grit shown by many great Pennsylvania athletes who've come before her. The respect and honor didn't come easily, but now it's hers to defend. This is all talk, of course. I will do well, I can do well, and I hope I do well. But talk has nothing to do with it. Showtime. Born in the gold rush a century and a half ago, Sacramento is all grown up. And just north of California's Capitol building is Arco Arena, site of the United States Gymnastics Championships. Good evening, everybody. I'm Al Troutwig. What's on the line here tonight is an awful lot of prestige, because there's nothing cooler for any one of these teenagers to be able to say than, I am the champion of the United States, especially with the World Championships just around the corner. Guarantee that on their big day, they're going to feel 100%, and many of them have bumps and bruises. For some, it's physical, and others, it's mental. For more, here's Tim Daggett.
Thanks, Al. I am over at Balance Beam, where we will get our first look at Vanessa Atler, and I have no doubt we'll see an aggressive, powerful performer here on beam. She'll carry that through her next two events. It does get a bit more sketchy in the fourth rotation, where she moves to the uneven bars, where her struggles have been well chronicled. Just spoke with her coaches. They say the essence of Vanessa, she is a go-getter. If she just attacks bars like she does the other events, she'll be fine. For more, let's go to Elfie.
I'm over by the floor exercise with Mary Lee Tracy's camp, and nobody is more excited about this evening than Morgan White, newly crowned Pan American Games champion. She's here at her first senior nationals, ready to prove to everyone that that gold medal was no fluke. Now, her teammate Jennie Thompson had a successful year, American Cup champion. You know, I just spoke with her. She is psyched and ready for her first event, the floor exercise. Let's head across the floor to Beth.
This is where you will see the defending national champion for the first time tonight. It's KRISTEN Maloney. We saw her this afternoon with her leg in an ice-cold whirlpool bath. She's had an injury to her shin that has been giving her pain for more than a year right now. She's trying a new wrap on the leg tonight, which involves a strip of felt and 4 layers of tape. Already her coach says it's eased the pain a little bit, but interestingly, KRISTEN says the injury is proving to be a bit of a distraction from the pressure of defending the national title. Al?
And Beth, it seems as though every gymnast is hurt. Vanessa Atler, for example, has missed 5 months of full training this summer because of a bad ankle. You can see that she still has it wrapped. It's one of the reasons why the all-around gold, silver, and bronze this year in USA Gymnastics and the national competition will be held here on one night. That's Alyssa Beckerman, Morgan White, and Jennie Thompson. Team Mary Lee Tracy from Cincinnati, Ohio, preparing for the competition. Of these nationals, Vanessa Atler said, I think I'm either going to go in there and have fun with the experience or just be too nervous to see straight. We're going to get an early feeling of which way it's going to go.
That's for sure. And she actually struggled a little bit in the warm-ups on balance beam, but it has characteristically been a place where she's definitely been able to handle the nerves.
And right off the top, you'll see that aggressive side of Vanessa. She'll carry that through to this tumbling move coming up right here. She makes it look like she's on the floor. Very uncharacteristic for Vanessa. That will cost her as much as 3/10.
Yeah, that was unusual. She usually looks like she lands in a bucket on that move.
Beautiful height on those combination jumps.
Sometimes, though, it is a big advantage to actually struggle a little bit and come out on the right side of that struggle. Get your confidence going a little bit.
Vanessa, the co-national champion 2 years ago. Last year, she just missed.
It's been solid since that first pass. This is a fairly new dismount for Vanessa. As I said, she tumbles the beam like she does on floor. Take a look.
This is like a home game for Vanessa Atler from Canyon Country, California. Her mom is here, her brother, and that's Beth Rybacki, who with husband Steve coaches.
Keep everything. Keep everything. Wasn't your best. You got through it. Okay?
No question, they're a little bit upset about that tumbling pass, but I got to tell you, they'll definitely take this one. As Elfie mentioned, she tumbles way up in the air, just a little bit crooked.
Yeah, offside right in midair. Saves it. As I said, tumbling like she would be on the floor exercise mat, extremely aggressive, takes that sky high, looks for the landing. Couple little shuffles there.
With a smile, the very popular Vanessa Atler starts off with a score of 9.575. So a solid beginning. Now we go across the floor at the Arco Arena here in Sacramento to Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania's KRISTEN Maloney, the defending national champion. She's graduated high school. She's been to the prom. She has signed on to go to UCLA, but that'll all come after the Sydney Olympics. How much pain is she in?
Well, she's actually in quite a bit of pain. Every landing that she's been taking all day long, both in the training this morning and in warm-up, she picks that leg up instantly as soon as she hits the floor. However, bars, the leg is not an issue.
Yeah, she's had a lot of time to practice this routine. In fact, she comes to this competition with a brand new set, making it that much more difficult. This whole section here.
And a little bit off there, Elfie.
She's taken out a release move and instead has inserted a lot of twisting elements which have given her more bonus points.
And that was a tremendous fight. She was way off. Dismount here.
Yes!
That's Jack Carter, one of her coaches. He brings a lot of spunk to the program.
It's all right. We'll take it. Walk away in line.
So we've just begun in the 1999 U.S. Gymnastics Championships. More after this.
The 1999 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by John Hancock, worldwide sponsor, insurance for the unexpected, investments for the opportunities, and by Grand Am with solid form design. It's excitement well built from Pontiac.
Bringing her parquet power from Pennsylvania, KRISTEN Maloney has tied Vanessa Atler with the same score, 9.575. Now it's time for Jenny Thompson to see how she can do in these U.S. Gymnastics Championships. With her coach, Mary Lee Tracy, they gave us one of the more emotional images we've seen in the sport this year when she won the American Cup.
And you'll notice right off the top that there is a mat in the corner. That is legal at this competition. They want to protect the athletes.
Come on, Jenny.
Limit the injuries.
Come on. What you can't see is that she actually went out of bounds. That should be a 10th deduction. Come on, Jenny. some changes in this exercise. This is a brand new tumbling pass.
Reach back. Punch. All right. Thank you, Lord.
As you can see, Jennie Thompson has her ankle taped as well, but you'd never know it the way she bounced around.
Actually bumped that up a little bit at the Pan Am Games.
Great job. Way to fight on those landings, especially but better a little too much power than not enough. Good start. Good start. What?
Unhook me, please. Thanks.
Now we get to the story that's being written by Morgan White. And we're only in the first chapter. She just turned 16, so now she's of an age where she can compete at the higher level. A year ago, she was the junior national champion, and now she seems ready to take the next big step.
All right.
I'm not like a person like a Jennie Thompson or, you know, Vanessa Atler, where people like have, you know, they know them, like they've seen them in dozens of competitions. So I don't really know what people expect from me or if they expect anything.
One of her nicknames is the Quiet Storm because gymnastically she's real focused and intense when she's competing, but she appears just real quiet.
As a competitor, like, I know sometimes, like, I've worried about, like, the fact that I look so, like, sometimes I don't look like I'm having fun, probably, and I get, like, afraid that, oh my gosh, do I look, you know, stuck up or anything like that, because I'm so, like, intense. I think back to when I was younger and I just wanted, like, my name in a magazine or something, and you know, now I get my picture, and you know, and that's amazing to me. This has been a huge, like, confidence building year for me, and it's like hard to believe, you know, it seems so fairy tale or something.
A very together kid, obviously, and when you win a gold medal in the Pan Am Games just a little over a year away from the Olympics, you're going to get your picture in the magazines.
That's for sure. I agree with her mom. I think that her best quality is that she has such focus in what she does. Mary Lee Tracy calls her the creeper. She doesn't knock your socks off. She just gets a little bit better every day.
things that I see, Al, is she's not afraid to compete.
That triple that time. All the way. Good job. Again, all your bonus was excellent.
Thanks.
Now, you got all that stuff out, okay? Now let's get in. Stay with the program. Okay?
Okay.
One down. Right? Just calm down a little bit.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
As I said before, she's not afraid to compete. She actually welcomes the challenge. And one of the biggest changes she's made in the last year and a half is she's less timid, and you can see that in this tumbling run.
Interesting development for this team from Cincinnati. The American Cup champion, Jennie Thompson, has been done better by Morgan White. She puts up a 9.525. Jennie scores a 9.325.
Jennie actually didn't get some bonus she was expecting on a dance combination.
Dominique Moceanu is one of the injured gymnasts who can't compete. She's just had knee surgery. Her back is bothering her. But if there's one thing she understands, it's how a young gymnast like a Morgan White can achieve. And so she types away and reports on what's happening here. And you can read all about it at NBCOlympics.com as the countdown to Sydney continues. Morgan White trailing by 0.05. Vanessa Atler and KRISTEN Maloney are tied. So it's Atler to the floor, Thompson to the vault, and the defending champion to the beam as we continue on NBC. Here in Sacramento, we have completed one rotation to determine the women's all-around champion. And Vanessa Atler and KRISTEN Maloney are tied 9.575. Vanessa Atler was the co-champion 2 years ago with Christy Powell, one of the gymnasts on a long list of those not here.
On all three tumbling passes. Get into the first one, second, and the last one. Ribs and bam. Pop it over the top, then be aggressive.
Steve Rybacki, Vanessa's mom, Nanette. And you can see with the Atler Camp t-shirts, the Atler family and all the supporters have well represented Vanessa here today at Arco Arena.
And if past performance will be any indication, Camp Atler will have a lot to cheer about here. This is just poetry in motion.
From the Vanessa Atler webpage to the KRISTEN Maloney webpage goes the email. KRISTEN, try and keep up with that.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good fighting. Good job. Fight.
Yeah.
Steve Rybacki challenging Vanessa to compete, to fight in every aspect of her life. You know, when I heard she hurt her ankle, I selfishly was so bummed out because after an injury like that, athletes sometimes never bounce like that again. This is just beautiful.
But what makes it so perfect and special is that part right there. That's a snapshot. It's beautiful.
Here's mom watching. And living every move with her daughter. Vanessa Atler gets rewarded big time, 9.850. What's KRISTEN Maloney's response going to be as she goes over to the beam?
You know, it's kind of funny today. KRISTEN's rotation, actually, each event gets a little bit more stressful, a little bit more pounding on the leg.
Okay, she got the flag. Let's go, Malone.
And this mount actually has given her some big problems in the past. She's made some changes to this beam routine, one of them being a less difficult mount because it hurt so much in the past. This combination right here gives KRISTEN a great deal of bonus. The jump right through to the second, down to the full twisting swing down. 6/10 if you can believe that.
Coach Jack Carter wearing a microphone for us today.
Nice. Keep your palm up, nice and slow. Stretch it. Stretch it.
Wow, bad timing for the start of that music. All four apparatus are being used simultaneously. It's all part of the experience you need to block that out. It's the way it's going to be at the Worlds and the Olympics.
I've mentioned she's made some changes to this beam routine. Coming up right here, she does a tumbling skill punch front. Typically, she does a jump out of that, but has decided not to because of the leg. And again, it doesn't affect her start value. She still has a 10-0 routine.
You know, she tells us that, yeah, the leg, it's really hurting, but it will have no impact on my meet, she told us today.
Come on now. Bring it in. Yes! Yes! Okay! All right. Great routine. Great.
There's Robin Netwall, her beam coach.
Beautiful job.
This is like an NFL franchise. We've got special teams, beam, defensive line, the Parquet group from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Good job. Very nice.
Jennie Thompson recorded a 9.325 on the floor. I'll tell you what, the more I watch her, she's a cool customer.
Yeah, she's really taken all that experience from this season. I think the American Cup win did absolute wonders for her confidence, and Jennie finally believes she belongs.
Well, she definitely belongs here. This is one of her best events. Big time power.
Yes. Good job, Jennie.
Nice vault, but let's remember the start value is only out of a 9.6.
Which means that's the highest she could get if she hit it perfectly.
You got all the horse, all the board, all the horse. Let's get it big. And Jen, pull loose feet down when you're done.
There's a lot to think about.
That was a lot. That was a lot, Mary Lee.
She's trying to get her psyched for her second vault.
Which will be a much more difficult vault.
Hey, KRISTEN Maloney answers Vanessa Atler. She will not stay tied with a 9.725.
Yeah, this is big time. She's going to do a double twisting laid out Yurchenko.
Really good one.
She unveiled this vault earlier this year, actually did it well, but then hurt her ankle at the Pan Am Games. It's been bothering her ever since. Tough landing.
All of it. All of it.
Oh, great.
Beautiful.
Wow, she really, really got a good pop off that horse. Makes it easy when you do it like that.
Proud of you.
I guess there wasn't too much to think about.
And that helps the all-around score because the start value is bumped up by 9.9, so a much more difficult vault, as we mentioned.
Only a few athletes doing this in the U.S. Beautiful, tremendous heights. Really makes that very, very easily. That was great.
Sam, the judges give Jennie Thompson a 9.65, so she will average out to a 9.512 as she tries to keep pace with Vanessa Atler and KRISTEN Maloney, and that's not an easy thing to do right now. After Vanessa's huge score on floor exercise, she has exercised a lead over KRISTEN Maloney of 0.125. So in effect, we've approached and reached halftime. And that means Vanessa Atler will go to the vault next, and then the uneven bars. Vanessa Atler with her family in attendance, in great shape, in first place. Let's go to Beth Ruyak.
Al, we just checked in with KRISTEN Maloney to see if that leg wrap is helping at all. She said she thinks it's helping a little, but she said honestly, she's feeling so much adrenaline that it's covering up any pain. She's about to debut a brand new floor routine that she hasn't competed before, and after that comes vault. So any serious pounding her shin is going to take starts now.
We're in Sacramento, and that is Beth Ruyak's hometown. Meanwhile, Vanessa Atler has the lead, 0.125 over KRISTEN Maloney, then Jennie Thompson over a half point back. Earlier this year on vault in the American Cup, Vanessa Atler attempted the toughest vault ever attempted by an American, and she hit it.
Let's go, Vanessa.
She'll actually do a scaled-down version of that vault here. A 1.5 twist she did at the American Cup since the ankle injury. Playing it a little bit safe. Still a great vault.
Yeah, it's worth noting that both her vaults.
Nice. That same run, okay? Ribs up and in, get the hurdle up and in, and boom, use your power. Don't hold back. Blast it.
Both her vaults are worth 9.9. The
okay?
only
Now's
one
the
in this
time.
competition doing 2.99 vaults.
Jennie Thompson's on the uneven bars. Vanessa Atler's first vault was a 9.65.
We talked about the experience that Jennie Thompson has coming into this being her 8th national championships.
Very secure exercise for Jennie.
Push, chest in, squeeze, get the ball.
All week in training, the only place I saw her have any difficulties was on the dismount.
Strong dismount. Good, Jennie.
Tough because it's a blind landing.
Close it up and look. All right, good job, Jennie.
Solid again.
Back to Vanessa Atler. Again, her score 9.65 on the first vault.
You know, Vanessa said this has been the one event she hasn't had a lot of training time. She's only vaulted since the last 3 days.
They are literally jumping for joy.
You did it!
I'd pretty much say take a picture of that, paste it into the code of points. That's about as good as it can be done.
Great job.
She said her timing was off, too.
Killer.
Wow.
Big time ball.
Yeah, that was big time. She explodes off this horse. Take a look right there. 2 beautiful twists. Look how high she is. Picture perfect, like you said, Tim.
Second vault even better at 9.775. It all averages out to a strong 9.712. Only one more rotation to go for her. The uneven bar score for Jennie Thompson, 9.65. That should allow her to hold her position. Now we go to Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania's KRISTEN Maloney.
Nice and tall, KRISTEN. Come on,
She's made some adjustments to this exercise as well. We're used to seeing KRISTEN perform 4 tumbling passes. She packs it into 3.
Highlight of their team comes right off the top. One of the few in the world, full twisting, double layout.
Come on, stay tall, tall. Stay tall. Nice and easy, stay tall. Come on. Stay tall. Tall, tall. Up. Yes! 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 You might want to congratulate. Yes! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beautiful floor. Oh my God. Beautiful floor.
As you can see, KRISTEN Maloney gets plenty of support.
Nice fall.
One of the true marks of a champion.
Way to go.
Having an injury like that, all that pounding on the leg, that hurts. And she just doesn't hold back at all. To be able to tumble like this after all of the problems and all the rest she required, full twisting, double laid out somersault, that is remarkable.
Once again, this is going to go right down to the last move. A floor exercise score of 9.8 by KRISTEN Maloney. Vanessa Atler got a 9.85. That's how close it is. Now we go to Morgan White.
What makes this bar routine so special is all her intricate movements on the top bar. Will point out a huge combination where she racks up most of her points.
Some of the Stalter work has somewhat disappeared from women's gymnastics on the uneven bars. She does it extremely well. Right there, you see that element. She does it in what we call L grip right here. Super difficult.
A little bit short on that handstand. She's going to lose some tense there. Again, on the low bar, she should be landing in a perfect handstand. This is fairly uncharacteristic of Morgan. Oh.
All right, good job, Morgan.
Little pike down on that double layout. She should have remained in a full stretch position.
Yeah, I don't know if they can even call that a double layout. They really shouldn't if they evaluate it properly. Too much bend in the hips.
Good job.
Her face agrees with you guys.
All right. Good effort. Good effort. Morgan. Okay.
Mary Lee Tracy, in effect, saying, never let them see you sweat.
Right here, she should actually land in a handstand, but completely turned. She finishes way past, as Elfie pointed out. Deductions will follow.
What do you think, other than piking down a little bit on the dismount? I thought it was a great routine. Your lines were good. Your Heelys were up there.
Morgan White's score, a 9.45. She won't move up with
Let's
that.
get our confidence level up and do our job.
And isn't that a difficult thing to do? Vanessa Atler, her lead now has shrunk to .037 as we go to the final rotation. And for Vanessa, that means heading to what she once called the devil, the uneven bars.
Okay, good job. Keep it up, okay? Come here and rock this thing. You killed the demons a long time ago. All right?
That's KRISTEN's coach. And so we come down to the final rotation to determine the 1999 U.S. national champion. For Vanessa Atler, everyone at Arco Arena knows what it means. It means trying to overcome her problems in big events such as this on the uneven bars. So she goes through warm-ups, and some people say, stop talking about it, and it'll go away, but it won't until she hits it.
And in a big meet like this, she actually needs a pressure situation and needs to come out on top of it. Right here is where we always see a problem.
No problem there.
You know, her coach, Beth Rybecki, said, hey, for 5 months, all we've been able to do is bars.
Changing your position after the hop half. You just put your feet where you are. You're hitting here. You're changing your position. Hold your position and block the bar and go for the 1.5. Going
7 events in a row, we have seen Vanessa Atler struggle on this event. And Steve's actually not talking about the skills she inevitably misses, can fall off the bars on. She's talking about
skills before.
Exactly.
Obviously, lots to think about in the Atler camp. KRISTEN Maloney is going to be on vault. And Jenny Thompson is warming up. She's going to be on the beam.
Yeah, no question about it.
I asked Vanessa before the competition where she would like to be in the lineup on uneven bars, and she said, first, I want to get it done.
See better.
Oh, you know Mom's thinking about it. That's Nanette.
Vanessa. Nail it.
And you know, we can usually tell right from the get-go the mental state of Vanessa. She has these pirouetting skills. Sometimes she doubts herself a little bit, gets a little bit tight, a little conservative. Here it comes. Oh.
For the third year in a row with the same routine.
Wow.
She's right where she needed to be.
You heard Steve say she was right where she needed to be.
Exactly where she needed to be, and then she slowed down.
And reality hits home.
Come on.
You almost can't believe it.
It's the same thing. 1.5. Pause. Am I going to do the 1.5? And then the kacha? Did you go really aggressive? Did you push hard and go like you're going to be mean and aggressive the whole time?
I thought so.
Just this much. This much you relaxed. That's why you missed it, Buck. Even on the coming each. If you would have
Her hands are right there, guys.
Yeah, she just
That
really
was
doesn't.
fine.
She looks perfectly on at this point.
But this was different than in warm-up, Tim. The approach right there, it's like she rushed it, she's turned, hits her heels. I mean,
You know,
This is Mom watching it.
Even more than what you know. More. I'm telling you more.
And you know the Atler family's been dealing with this. I mean, the Rybackis have been dealing with this. Vanessa's been dealing with it, and it's getting close. World Championships right around the corner. The Olympics just over a year away.
sticking to a plan sometimes it certainly can be an admirable thing, but at this point, I just cannot imagine how she can dig herself out of this hole with that element.
Jenny Thompson needs a home run, a big score, a 9.826 to take the lead.
Come on, Jenny. Come on, Jenny. Stay with it, Jen.
Jenny has a big skill right at the top of this routine. Used to do it in a combination, but it was giving her problems.
Knees.
She's eliminated that problem, said she's 95% with this move.
Knees and up.
I watched that, it looks like magic.
Beautiful. 2 legs. Kick, 2 legs. And up. Strong legs over the top.
She would have to be almost exactly perfect to get the score she needs to take over the lead.
Stomach in, Jenny. Lift and shoulders over the top and up. Come on.
Slight arm waver there.
Yeah, a little bit of balance checks like that.
If they want to, they can take it.
And spot. Kick. And up.
Well, she may not win this thing, but she has become in 1999 a major player for what lies ahead for USA Gymnastics.
Come on, Jen. Squeeze and hold. All right.
Did her job.
That was a very good routine. I do not think that it's going to be enough to get that score.
Wasn't perfect. You know what? It was good. It was a good routine, and you made 4 minutes. Really happy for you.
So relieved.
So relieved, and what a year she's had and how far she has come. Relieved, that's what KRISTEN Maloney will be, but her bad legs got to absorb 2 more landings.
Yeah, this is the toughest event for her, the vault.
The 1999 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by John Hancock, worldwide sponsor, insurance for the unexpected, investments for the opportunities, and by the rugged new Montana from Pontiac. Life is more exciting in Montana.
Moments ago in Sacramento, Jenny Thompson put up a score of a 9.625 from the judges. That moves her within 0.2 of Vanessa Atler, but still not past her. Meanwhile, Vanessa Atler is still dealing with exactly what she dealt with a year ago and the year before that. What it all means for KRISTEN Maloney is that for a 2nd year in a row, she doesn't have to be great. She's just got to be solid.
Let's go, babe. Boom.
First vault you'll see from KRISTEN is the same vault that Jenny Thompson did, as well as Vanessa Atler, a Yurchenko with a double twist.
What makes it difficult, too, is she has to hurdle off that bad leg right there.
Stoy. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Just needs 1 more.
One of the better vaults I've seen KRISTEN do in competition. See, she blocks off of that bad leg, says that gives her a lot of problems. Then she's got to do this after
one more
it,
jump, honey.
and that hurts.
Look at Bill Strauss. He did the vault with her.
He almost
Okay, you
got as
got
high
it.
as
Stay
Kristen.
straight. Put it down. You're laughing.
Just one more.
Tougher vault in
All right,
some
let's do
ways
it.
because it's a blind landing. Only a 1.5, worth 9.8.
Come on. Stay straight. Stay straight. Stay straight. Yes! Yes!
That should just about do it.
Good job. Yes. Hey,
Really a
guess what?
formality at this point.
Bill and Donna Strauss, yes, number two. 2 in a row for Kristen Maloney.
What do you think? How's it feel? Way to go.
A huge dose of confidence with the World Championships coming up.
Woo. Smoking. Hey.
A 9.587. And you can't help but feel what's being felt across the floor here at the Arco Arena by Vanessa Atler.
Like I wasn't sure.
Kristen is across the floor again with Beth Ruyak.
Kristen, congratulations, second national championship. You really fought hard for this one.
Yeah, I did. It's been a really rough year with my shin hurting a lot and all, but I just thought to myself that if I could get through these workouts, that the meet would be easy, and that I just had to fight through it and stay strong mentally.
It's hard to describe to people how much this hurt, but were there days when you got up and it was hard to walk and you didn't know if you really wanted to go to the gym?
Yeah, there are a lot of days like that, but I knew I had to get through it. Like, the hard days would make it a lot easier for me to go into meets, even if it was a little bit sore.
Well, this is the beginning of the road to Sydney. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Kristen Maloney's the U.S. national champion for 99. As you look at the difference between first and second, you should know the fall cost Vanessa 5/10.
You know, Vanessa, there were a lot of really remarkable moments in this meet, and you should be congratulated for that. But I know you, and I know what you're going to walk away thinking about.
Probably, you're right, probably the bars, but no, I'm like, I knew I would win in here, and I wasn't that ready, but of course I'm like still disappointed in that because I've been working really hard on bars and it's been going well, and it's probably going to be something that I have to deal with for, you know, up until probably the Olympics, you know what I mean? I'm just going to have to keep on just trying. It's all a mental thing. And
Is it, I've asked you this question before and I end up asking you again, what do you do? What do you do now?
just work harder. That's all I have to, I mean, just keep on trying, you know, and that's all I can do, you know, and just keep on believing in myself. God, I thought I was going to do it, though.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and people wonder at what point you're going to want to change anything. Are you at that point yet?
No, I don't need to change. It's not the bar routine. It's like me, myself, because I've already tried other stuff already, and it's just a problem. Like, this is my bar routine, and this is like the easiest one for me, and it's just like, just when I go into a meet, it's just like I have trouble with it.
Congratulations. It was a meet of some really great highs for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vanessa.
So as we close in Sacramento, there's a very strong feeling, and it is one of deja vu. Kristen Maloney, the 1999 U.S. national champion. We'll see you tomorrow night on NBC for the event finals with Beth Ruyak, Elfie Schlegel, and Tim Daggett. I'm Al Troutwig.